schools and all of the staff and students. And like I said, it's been 2 weeks on the job, but it's been a wonderful 2 weeks. Everyone has been so kind, so thank you for that opportunity. As you noted and probably saw my board report, there's 3 items. 2 of them we're actually going to be looking at in more depth on item number 12 for, item J, and when we go into the retreat portion. So I'm not going to get a ton into the details on that, but there is one item I'd like to really discuss a lot in detail is the CSIP. The CSIP update is linked, and if you'd like a copy, I actually have one for you. So would anybody like a copy? I would. Okay. Take it and pass it around if you'd like. These are this document you've seen many times. It has gone through another iteration with the highlighted portions being updated, the most recently updated. They've been updated based upon feedback from Nancy Greeley. Nancy Greeley is our DESE Regional State Supervisor, and she provided that feedback for us. And so one of the main spots that has been modified is there are now action steps for every part of the plan. So it's a little bit more detailed, but it also puts into perspective who is carrying that out and by when, just with more detail on targets. So she was very complimentary as well in working with Dr. Mefford. She said that everything looked really great. She just wanted to add that extra column. In addition, there is also data that has been put in, the most up-to-date data in some of the portions like teacher retention, just some more up-to-date information from DESE. One thing that we are still waiting on is our math and end of course information that we're hoping would be out last Friday, but it's not coming out until hopefully again the July 18th. So still before school starts, which is really exciting, but to not get it into this portion at this point. A lot of it though is really what you've seen. Yeah, I don't know, do you have any questions? I can go line by line through it if you'd like me to. That would be
I
a
was
lot.
so pleased to see where we came out in terms of salaries.
Yes.
That's a great.
I will say, kind of coming in with new, fresh eyes on this is a very comprehensive plan, but it's detailed and there's a lot of momentum, not only with the scores and the MPI we're going to talk about a little bit later, but just in overall the momentum of the construction and just that piece of systems process. It looks like Cameron's on its way to be continue to be a wonderful district, but just really hitting the mark in a lot of different areas. So it's really neat to look at and know that I get to be a part of that as we move forward. So any other questions?
We went over this pretty thoroughly, I think, back in April.
Yes, April 4th. Yes.
That was very helpful. And you guys have put a lot of work into this stuff.
Yeah, and continues to be a living, breathing document. As you know, it's something that does not ever be finalized. It's not ever finalized. I do have to import it up to DESE because it's a part of our continuous improvement, and it's also a part of our report that we receive every year. So I will be uploading this with consent. Yeah. So we do need to make a motion. Unless you see any changes, all the highlighted information will stay as is. Take the highlighted information, or take the highlight off, and then that will be input and put it into the system. If you are okay.
I would make such a motion.
I have a question.
Yes.
On, oh gosh, I printed off earlier and made some notes, and it's
Yes.
different. So it's action step 3.1,
Okay.
27, page 27, 28. So number 5, offer an annual needs assessment survey for parents, students, teachers, and support staff. Is that something we do every year?
We do that in, last year we did it in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do it again in late September, October.
And the annual surveys will be identify strengths and weaknesses. Did we go over that, or did you?
We did.
We did.
Yeah. We did not get the results till probably December, I think, maybe even January. it was later than that, I think, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's almost January.
Okay.
So we spent one of our leadership meetings and went over the results and, because they've got it all normed, you know, so we went through all those. And we've got a copy of it so that this year, we don't plan on adjusting it. We used the DESI survey last year, so that way we can have a good understanding of, hey, areas we got better in or areas we still need to improve on or whatever it may be, so, yeah.
And I'm pretty certain you shared that data with us.
I think Lori did.
Yeah.
But I don't think we got it till almost January. It was quite a bit later than we thought. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like satisfaction surveys and things like that.
Yeah.
Any other questions for, do we have
I would make a motion that we accept the continuous school improvement plan as amended.
motion by Ann, seconded by Dan to accept the CSIP plan and allow Dr. Tech to upload that to DESI? Do I have any other discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And that will go on our website as
Yes.
well.
We'll
Yes,
update the
it will
website
be.
as well.
Great.
As soon as they finish, it will go up. So,
Thank you.
yes, thank you. So a couple of areas that I'm going to talk about is MSIP 6 and then also with our Read, Lead, and See, the Missouri Initiative for Literacy. I'll talk about that in more depth, but I did want to talk about the upcoming events that we have. So we are looking forward to that map data being available. July 18th, we'll really dig into it. Right now, we just have the item analysis, which gives us some information, but doesn't really give us how our students did as a whole, unless you sat down and did what a statistician would do, which is what we're going to be getting. Then July 19th, the MSIP 6 cycle is actually going up for another revision. So there's a public meeting in, let's see, I guess the 19th is later this week, and they're going to be talking about some of the performance scales. So we'll be listening for how that might change, but every time when they look at that, it's a 3-year cohort that they look at the different scales within the state of Missouri to come up with what is proficient, what is advanced, and therefore they come up with those scales that kind of change every year. So that's what we're anticipating. On the 25th, Ms. Ormsby and Ms. Rucker and I are going to go to a training for our literacy plan. A little bit more came out, and I'll talk about this, but for reading success plans and what's mandated and what we will be sharing with the community, parents, and moving forward with that. And we're excited for the all new to Cameron teachers are coming 3rd and 4th. So adding to the list. But I think we're set now, depending on that 5th grade fill or not fill. But I added a couple SLPs to the list today because Mary's back. So we got everybody planned for, everyone has a building buddy, and everyone has a mentor. So it's really exciting. So then the new teacher or all teacher in service is the 15th through the 17th. So we'll be talking about how we're going to welcome everybody back to staff with our convocation.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to that.
Little singing.
Little dancing, little singing, little skit, I don't know. We'll see. Singing.
Yep.
There you go.
I won't.
Now-
We have not done the school fight song for a few years.
We haven't, and it's
Time.
a good thing to return to.
I think so.
I've been
Return to
practicing.
the school fight song.
Initiation /
I'll get into more detail later. Do you have any other questions for me on the items that I shared so far?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.